you guys put out is two things. You guys see Freddie when he was in town last week? I asked Freddie, I said, if you could say two things to our guys that if you had over to do again, what would you do different? He said, number one, diet. Because what they would do with the Bears and what they eat, and guys at that level, they get into these machines and they do a body composition thing, and just what they are so careful what they put into their body. You know, just that half a pound, the percent of body fat. He just said if he had it all over, he'd watch what he eats so much closer. The second thing is just what Vince talked about. The amount of film that they have to watch at that level to be great players and want to make the team, he just wishes he had watched even more film here, it could have been better. And the stuff that Vince is talking about, the Lakers this year, okay, before Game 7 against the Celtics, they did exactly this for 1 hour. The day before Game 7, Phil Jackson got him in a room and went through the exact thing that Vince is talking about for 1 hour. Okay, so it's done at the very highest level. And again, you know, you're college students, you got a lot of things going on, but if this is something you think can help you, Vince will make himself available all year. All right, you got it.
I went and looked up so I could give you kind of his background, a few different things. And this is a guy that's won 8 championship rings at every level. He's won a professional championship in football. He's won 2 MAC championships. He played at one of the better high school programs in the state of Ohio. Was a 4-year starter at Bowling Green, and probably, you know, I wouldn't doubt it, but most likely the best linebacker ever to play there. This basically owns every linebacker record you could own, and he was a redshirt freshman my senior year when we won our first championship. Or were you sophomore? Okay. Real quick, the best thing I can tell you about this guy, as far as the linebacker mentality, and it's all going to fit together when you listen to him. We've talked about how we out-condition teams in the preseason and how our conditioning system lets us win games. Well, Vince is a conditioning nut. He's the most in-condition guy I ever saw in my life. His freshman year, all of our linebackers got hurt. And so in the spring game, he had to play on both teams. You know, you have a brown team and an orange team, and they play against each other. He played on both. And the first thing I knew when he was going to be good, the guy played like 100 plays in a scrimmage, and this is Division I college. And we thought it was some great feat of strength, and we were like, Vinny, are you dead? Is it okay? And he was, yeah, I'm fine. And so right then we said, this guy's going to be great. And back then, honestly, he wasn't a whole lot bigger than Brandon Butler or any of those guys that we've got. And he worked at the weights, and he ran, and he conditioned, and made himself into literally one of the best linebackers in the country, and the best that I've ever seen, hands down. And so 2 MAC championships, the longest winning streak in MAC history, had Ohio State beat. He can tell you the story. They got screwed over on that at Ohio State, by the way. Some great stories out of this guy. He's a football guy, and he's got some great things to offer to you guys to get you in the right frame of mind tomorrow to win. So you can eat while you're listening. We talked about it. He said it's fine to eat, but I really want you to pay attention because this is going to help you tomorrow. All right, Vince Palko.
I want to just start off thanking Coach Kriegel for allowing me to be here tonight. Are we ready to go tomorrow night?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man, a little more energy, a little more enthusiasm. We ready to go tomorrow night?
Yeah!
Nice. We're going to fire them up a little bit. Anybody here get nervous for a game?
Hey, I've had numerous requests from yourselves to ask a good friend of mine to come back and talk to you. So I called him again yesterday, sent him a text to see if he was able to come back and talk with us. I'm really happy to have him back. Once again, Vince is a former teammate of mine at Bowling Green. Okay, again, went on to play professionally overseas and do some things. And now he talks about the mind side of football, which seems very, very familiar to you, I'm sure, because that's all you hear from me and your coaches is about how to prepare properly for a game. Okay? And yesterday, I challenged you yesterday before practice started and after practice started, okay, to start fresh, about what needs to be done to get done what we need to have done tonight. Okay? We have something to accomplish. We have something to play for. Okay? The motivation of just beating Whitmer, which is motivation enough, okay, it escalated 10 times. Okay? You have an opportunity to play one more week. Okay? With the number of points that we will obtain from this victory tonight, we can now play one more week. Okay? All right. Again, this is Vince Palko. Say hi.
No, we don't.
Thanks, Coach, again. It's a pleasure to be back again in more of a kind of formal setting where we can get down and dirty on some of the practices that I've practiced for a lifetime. And the hope here is to give you the tools that you need to prepare yourself for tonight, but also life. You can apply these to grades, you can apply them to getting a better job, you can apply them to anything that you want to achieve. And I talked a little bit about what I did, my process growing up in high school and then college and then the pros. And essentially it was taking time to focus my mind each and every week. Taking time to get quiet, turn off the radio.
The one thing I want to point out to you, we talked about this, it even says at the top of your itinerary, play for what? Play for the love of the game, okay? Now, a comment, and just watching Vinny talk for the last 20 minutes or so, and then remembering when he was here last time, okay? The love of the game is something that I care deeply about, okay? This team has been my team for 8 years now. I live and die with every play that we have. You've seen me at my lowest lows, and you've seen me at my highest highs. Okay, you make a great play, I'm the first one to come see you. You do something stupid, I'm the first one to come see you and let you know about it. The thing that I really was impressed with, okay, and a lot of you saw it, because a lot of you made comments to me, okay, throughout the week after St. Francis, okay, was Vinny on the sidelines has absolutely zero investment in our football program, okay? He and I were good friends 100 years ago, okay? But when he came on the sidelines, okay, he was there for the love of the game. And if you saw the way that he acted and the way that he responded, okay, it was all because, hey, it's Friday night. It's football, okay? And some of you know exactly what I'm talking about. And that's exactly why I put things like that on the top of your paper, okay? Because if you play for more than just some little things, you play for more than yourself, play for more than your girlfriend, play for more than just wearing green and gold. Okay? Play for more than me, more than Coach Rose. If you play for the love of the game because you absolutely love this game, there's nothing more than that. And there really isn't. Because you'll have nothing left when that night is over. Okay? You'll have nothing left. And it was really fun to see somebody else, okay, on our sidelines with the enthusiasm that I want to see all you guys have on every Friday night. Okay? And I know some of you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. You've made many comments about how enthusiastic. Vinny, they asked me, how long have you been a Spartan fan? Okay? And I said, hell, 15 minutes. You know, you just got there. Okay? And it was great to see, okay, what this game can do to you. Okay? So from this point on, you guys know we're going into deep.